Hi, this is Dylan for vocalcoachingonline.com, starting where we stopped on the last video. Okay, so we finished on the last one with going and trying to get a nice, consistent, smooth sound like that. One of the things to be aware of, not just that the support is staying consistent and fluid, and that below the belly button, the belly is moving in smoothly as the sound is going out. Okay, that's an important one. But also that your tongue isn't moving around, because your body support could be actually smack on the money. But if the tongue's going and wiggling about, which it will do if you have tongue tension, the sound is going to sound like it's fluctuating like this. So you need to be aware of that. So a good way to make sure that your tongue isn't tense is simply to go, and it should be perfectly still like that. Now the thing is, it won't be perfectly still if you try and force it to stay still. Simply think it and put it there. It's a dopey face, really. I know, I'm really good at it, thanks. Yeah, still as a rock, but no pushing, no forcing. So we get that tongue relaxed, okay, body's open. Remember, you can sort of stretch your arms above your head to straighten up, feel the rib cage open up, bring your arms down, there we go. Nice open rib cage, okay. Keep the rib cage open, take a breath in, feel it expand comfortably, don't breathe in so much. And here's one of the golden rules: everything that you're doing, what you're trying to do is release tension in the throat. So if you're opening up and your body's firm, yeah, I've got it, and you're sounding like that, it's too tense. You should be able to open up, take in a comfortably full breath, hold it, and talk, and your voice still sounds comfortable. That's how it should always be. Think of your body as a tension sponge. When you're feeling tension in that throat, relax the throat. Well, you can't relax the throat until something's taken that tension away. Use the body. Resist, take away a bit of that air pressure from the vocal folds, and then the throat and the vocals will naturally open up much more and allow you to go much higher in the range. So, that S sound. Let's connect to the breath support a bit more on that. So what we need to do is put the hands around the waist so we can start to monitor and notice what's happening with the body. Okay, so when I say around the waist, I literally mean around here. Okay, so there's my bottom rib, there's my hip bone, just in between that, yeah, believe it or not, that is my waist. Okay, so that's where we want our hands. Now when we go S, S, S. You see that gentle pushing out? It's going out that way as I go S, S, S. Okay? So, by just making that sound, and don't make it a flimsy one, not S, S, and not S really aggressively, but a good, assertive S, S. Okay, you want to feel some resistance up here to the sound. Okay, when you do that, you're creating some back pressure and you feel the support naturally. So take your hands, put them around your waist, thumbs in the small of your back, and as you go, notice how the lower back pushes out, the sides push out, and the front and the upper belly, that also sort of stretches and pushes out sideways. Okay, that's what we want. That feeling. You'll also feel when you do it that your upper body kind of wants to pull forward. That's correct. But remember what we said about posture? You want to keep up straight. So if you then straighten up again, what you should feel is that the lower belly naturally pulls in when you do this. Don't try and pull it in. Do the exercise and let the body naturally do what it's supposed to do with this. Okay? So when you do that, put the hands around the waist, and keep that going. As you do, just notice what happens. What you should notice is that the sides stay firm, the lower back stays firm, the chest stays open, make sure it doesn't go down, make sure your shoulders aren't bobbing up and down, and that the sound is consistent and fluid. Really important. Get that working first, then the next exercise, we're going to connect both of those. Actually, let's do it now. I'm running out of time. Don't like these to run on too long, otherwise it takes forever to upload. Anyway, so we now want that s, 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 s. That's what we want. So those little s, 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 s is what you should have felt. Now, when you're going s, there, that's where I took the breath in. Now, if you allow the sides, this is the sides, by the way, my waist, okay? If you go s and allow those guys to come back in, you're not adding very much resistance to that airflow. So yes, there's still going to be a little bit to come back in. But remember, we're trying to be this squeezy toy. So if you can add a little more resistance around the waist, not at the expense of the throat, remember, keep the throat open and relaxed. So just work on keeping a little bit of resistance. So you're still going to feel a little bounce on the sides, but if you can add a little more resistance there, and you keep the chest open, you'll naturally feel the air just go and suck straight back in around the waist and the sides. If you're struggling with that, I've got a couple of exercises that I'll show you in the next video to help you get connected with that. Because the reality is, when you watch all these videos on here, they say, yeah, just do this, yeah, just do that, it's easy, you know, and you're good to go. In my experience of 10 years of teaching voice, there are a lot of people out there who don't get these things easily. Okay, if you're one of those people, then the next videos that I'm going to do after this one will go into a lot more detail to try and help you really connect with what I'm going on about. Okay? Take care. This is Dylan for vocalcoachingonline.com saying bye.